Is this Bitcoin rally over? Or is this actually an opportunity to buy the dip for much higher prices? Today, we are going to be discussing just that. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates. Analysts right now are divided into two camps. You've got those who are saying we are dumping straight down to South Carolina. Other people are like, dude, what are you even talking about? This is obviously just a flush of the over-leveraged longs we're about to pump to $50,000. But as we all know, in trading, opinions do not matter. The only thing that matters is what the charts are telling us. And right now, the charts are telling us two very important things. First of all, we need to take a look at the high that Bitcoin put in here because this is something we have not seen since October. Bitcoin pumped up over a weekend, mind you, to make a high of about $44,500. And then about a week later, we took out that high, forming a very bearish divergence. We can see right here as the price was getting a little bit higher, trying to break out and make another high. The momentum waves on market Cipher B and the money flow were both getting much lower. Now, this is actually known as the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man-boo pattern. Why is it known as that? Well, we can see clearly here if we actually put Sam Bankman-Fried's man boobs over market Cipher B, they literally line up perfectly. The nipples are getting lower, the money flow is getting lower, and most of the time, this leads to another move to the downside. Now, the second thing that's very out of character for this uptrend is the fact that the price did come down on all exchanges, and it actually took out the previous higher low in the uptrend. This is quite significant because we've been saying for quite some time now that there's no real sign of weakness on this chart unless we actually come and take out this low. Now, some could argue and say we have in fact taken the low. Others would say, well, we haven't actually closed the daily candle below that level, right? In fact, if we take a look here at the daily time frame, we can see that we pretty much just bounced from that level. We saw a very, very quick buyback. And in addition to this, if we go to a medium time frame like the 4-hour, we can see this parabola that we've basically been trading right here. Yes, we obviously got a little overextended in this area, but if we're just going to connect all these lows together, we can see that we're bouncing pretty much from this curved line. Now, you could also make the case that the parabola was going like this. Now we've officially broken below it. So there's a few different ways to look at it, but there are two very important levels that are actually going to determine how I continue to trade this price action. Now, as you can see, I am literally short from the exact top. This was no accident. This was the setup we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. We were looking for bearish divergences on that 1-hour time frame. And of course, we did see our good friend SBF upside down. And then look, we took profit one at that local golden pocket. Let the rest ride. Why? In case of dump. Well, boom, we did get the dump. And you can see now I've actually compounded one of the long trades I was in as well. So now I am short from the top, long from the bottom. This is called a schlong trade. All right, and this is actually one of my secrets to being consistent over time. Basically, you take the trades as they come to you without letting your bias get in the way. You lock in a profit, you realize a profit, move the stop loss into profit, and then no matter what happens, you have guaranteed to make money in these markets. So is the top in? Well, this is exactly how I plan to trade this in the coming days. The most important level we need to be aware of is $42,900. Why? Because not only is this our support resistance flip from the low that we made Wednesday, December 6th, but it's also the 618 Fibonacci retracement from the high that we made on Friday to the low that we made on Sunday or yesterday, depending on what exchange you're on. That basically means if we are unable to reclaim this level, this is actually looking pretty dang weak on the 4-hour time frame, right? We made our high, our low, we've made our lower high, we would expect a lower low. However, if we're actually able to reclaim this level, right, well, now what do? We have now an area of resistance right up here where we could draw a straight line, and then potentially we could start forming now higher lows and kind of get that rounded bottom pattern leading to another breakout. So I'm really going to be watching what happens here at the $42,915-ish area. Now, there's something else we really need to keep in mind here. This move had become extremely overextended, and we don't really have any major support until we come a little bit lower on the chart. Okay, we can just look with our eyes and see that this big move to the upside not including this little chunk of consolidation that we've already hit, there's no support on the way down. And when we take a look at where the support comes in, right around here, right around that 39.2, 38.5 area, it's a very important area of confluence. If we go over to the Coinbase chart, we can see that the area of confluence, where we can just see with our eyes if we just move this box right here, that we're looking for potentially a retest, is also the high volume node of the entire last bull market. What does that mean? It means that because we've had such a large extreme move to the upside, we have left behind lots of over leveraged longs who have been longing here, trailing their stop losses, and there's no support on the way down, which means in order for this breakout to actually be healthy, we would actually want and desire a move back down to around that $39,000 area, because not only would it give us a support resistance flip based on these highs, but it would also give us a support resistance flip based on a 3-year long level, this high volume node of the range. In addition to that, right at that area, we have a CME Futures Gap. Now, a CME Futures Gap is this, right? The futures market, the traditional futures market, does not trade over the weekend. So if Bitcoin gets a pump over the weekend, the futures market is closed. So we'll close that candle on Friday, and then we'll open up a new candle, the next candle, on Monday. And you can see here on the chart, it leaves behind a gap. And that gap, most of the time, likes to get filled. And we can see that just below our level here, we have that high volume node. We have that major support resistance flip. We have the CME gap. We also have the Fibonacci 618 retracement from the most recent major swing low to the most recent high. So if we are going to get another lower high put in, and let's say we do reject from the Fibonacci golden pocket retest that we have around $42,915, then the trade setup that I am looking for is going to be something like this, where we look for a rejection around this level and we target down at that CME gap. A beautiful almost 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And then what I would do is down here, I would be looking for longs. And by the way, if you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, I highly recommend you check out MEXC, because this literally has the best deal on fees, 0% limit order fees. If you hold 1,000 MX tokens, they will give you a 50% discount on market order fees to literally get the best deal on any exchange right now. Also, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we do multiple live streams, we give our in-depth analysis and setups like the juicy short trade that we literally gave right from the exact high. We have a whole mini course in there for beginners, as well as multiple instructors. You can ask questions 24/7. Check out jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead, click the link to join the VIP Discord. And if you want to get educated, check out our amazing courses that we have over here on the courses page. Links in the pinned comment and description if you're interested. Now, on the other side of this Bitcoin, let's say that we do not reject from this area, but we keep on pumping. Well, in that case, then we start to form this nice horizontal area of resistance, in which case we can then look for a higher low to be put in, where we could look then to long, basically coming back down to test this nice base that we have right here, that we kind of formed right here. In fact, this area of support goes all the way back to the beginning of December, and we could look then for this to start to form higher lows and then consolidation for an eventual breakout. And if we do break out of this area, guys, and this is just an anomaly, then our next major target is going to be $47,000 to $48,000 Bitcoin. So those are the two major trading ideas that I'm currently looking for right now, given the current price action. So is the top in for Bitcoin? Well, I'd say this, it's much more probable now after losing this low right here than it was a few days ago. However, if we can reclaim these key areas, we could look at this as just a flush of the liquidated longs. If we reject from the 42,900 zone, it becomes even more probable that the top is in. And then we could look for a move back down toward our $39,000 level, which is our next major support. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. May God bless you all in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace.